Today's video is mostly geared towards maintenance service techs, especially where you have multiple units of the same type of fridge and freezer. Testing these components can be time consuming, and what I'm going to show you today is an easy way to rule out a lot of the components. Also, this can be a stress point when testing refrigerators and freezers because other people's food is involved and you want to make sure you get it right. Also, sometimes a situation can be user error caused, and if someone left the freezer door open a little bit, it wasn't closed all the way, then the freezer can actually frost up. But sometimes in certain situations, someone's not going to accept that answer, and some situations can be more sensitive. Anyway, today's video is showing you a nice simple way to rule out some of the components that can be more time consuming to test, such as solid state defrost controls. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance, where I show you how to make the most likely repairs you'll need to make in your lifetime. If you'd like to get the latest videos, subscribe and then hit the little bell icon right at the subscribe button, and it'll notify you of any new videos when they're released for you.
Same model fridge, but the freezer is completely frozen over, and this particular freezer or fridge does not have. Oh, well, this one does. Never mind. The other one does not have the defrost timer. Right in the front, like this. So it puts me in a bit of a funky bind, as this is what I was going to do was just change the whole thing with the other one, but it looks like it's a different profile because this one has the defrost timer right in the front. And the other one has a circuit board control. So I would rather replace like for like if possible. Alright. So I wound up swapping it out. This one has a solid state control. The defrost timer you cannot manually advance that way. There may be a trick with the button for forcing it to go into defrost, but what I had was a refrigerator that froze up. I didn't want to mess around and take a chance with somebody else's food. It may be bad, it may not be bad. So what I'm doing is switching it with a empty unit, and I've switched it so that one does not have this type of solid state control, which is, I think, probably more problematic than the mechanical defrost timer. It's probably better. And yeah, but I may need to order a new defrost timer for this one. But we'll see. You know, there may be nothing wrong with this one. So this, I gotta insert this into the deal and rehook up the quick disconnect here. Some more eyes on this.
It's definitely much safer to turn off the power when you do this. You are messing in a situation where it's electricity and moisture.
Yeah, so this was a bit of a crazy experiment. I ran around looking for, I'd rather trade like for like, but I didn't have the same one. So I had to experiment to see if this one would work. And it does. So now we've got to insert everything here. It should click up into the deal here, up into that right there. All right, and then now we've got our screws. The longer screw goes in the front, and the shorter screw goes in the middle on this particular setup. So here's the longer screw. Shorter screw. set there. And now we'll see how it goes. Now, again, there may be a way to advance this into the defrost cycle. I'll have to research that a bit more. On this one, I had to pull the shelf down. Again, at this point, I'm not going to worry too much about this one. These shelves, the way they go in, is you got to get the back track in, and then you lift up on the front one. And it's real tight. And then you push it all the way back in. Not all the way back in, but far enough for it to drop down into these anchors. There, we're in. All right, done deal. And the unit I switched it from was all frosted up on the back and frozen. So this one, I'll have some time to monitor it. So I'll just keep checking back on it for the next few days. And that'll be that.
And if you did do things this way and it didn't work out, then your next suspect might be bad or stuck defrost thermostat if it continued to freeze up even with the new defrost timer. Once installing a mechanical defrost timer, if you had frost in the refrigerator, in the freezer, just advance the defrost cycle until it goes into the defrost cycle. That's what I did on this one to melt off the frost, and that actually fixed this one, so it's a done deal.
All right, so here it is. 5 days later, nothing frozen, nothing freezing up. So the thermostat's actually okay. Nothing wrong with it. But I didn't want to take a chance with somebody else's food, so I'm really glad for that. It's a done deal. All fixed. Yep. Yep, so these are able to change out with the other deal, so I'm really glad for that. That's a done deal.
A quick search of my YouTube channel, you should find a bunch of different videos that'll be helpful to your maintenance needs. Also, there's links in the description below the videos to tools and parts used in the videos.